Well, I guess. I mean,
What should we talk about?
we should talk about being on Kink, I guess.
Yeah.
The first time I heard about the potential of you being off United was Battle of Hastings last year.
Yeah, this past one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like the rumor. And I like kind of looked at you at some point and I was like, nah, I'm not going to talk about this. You know, like I just felt like, even when I've seen you after, I was like, I'm not really just going to ask him, you know, like for some reason I don't know, felt like it was like a touchy subject or something.
Yeah. Oh, well, it wasn't touchy. I was like pretty stressed already just because I talked to Ian on Friday and then Battle Hastings was Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Thursday and then Friday, Saturday. So yeah, it was.
So it was a long time coming, and then I think you heard it around the same time or something?
I don't know how long after. It's like a gap there that I'm not sure how long it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I heard that
It
you
was-
were moving on or something, and I called Kay and I told him.
Yeah.
So from there, it was obviously some back and forth, but I guess that's getting a little bit ahead. But like you were on United forever, obviously.
10 years. I mean, that was my first sponsor, you know. So, yeah.
What was, kind of the... Obviously, everybody that watches the video is going to be like, why is he off United?
Yeah. I guess really what it comes down to is things were just changing over there, and I felt like I needed a change. I felt like I needed just something fresh. I don't know if that sounds bad. Trying to figure out a way to
sometimes change
word
is
it.
just good.
Yeah. At the same time, too, I think we were kind of like, over the last couple of years, we'd been like kind of drifting apart a little bit, you know, and that kind of thing with Ian and everything. And we're still like, good friends and stuff, but it was just kind of a change that I felt like I needed to do. So.
Is it what? Obviously, it was a pretty hard decision.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was real hard. It felt like breaking up with a girlfriend of 10 years, kind of,
Yeah.
It really was hard, and it still is kind of weird feeling sometimes. Just, that's all I've known, that's all I've repped ever, since I started really like getting paid. So, yeah, it is, it's a little weird, but.
Yeah. So, I guess, like, just to be clear, it was like you were leaving United no matter what.
Yeah, and that was the thing. I told Ian it wasn't. I didn't have any other offers at that point. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to leave for this or whatever. Yeah, it was just, I kind of was like, well, if something comes along, great. But I just felt like I needed to step away from that brand, So. I'm trying to figure out a way to really talk about it, but not air anything.
Yeah,
out,
it's not, and maybe just in the sense of like you could just. People won't know the details. It is it is what it is. It's just not. It's not the normal like, we're downsizing or like something like that. It was
right.
Like a little more. I would just call it. It's like just more of a personal reason.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, definitely more of a personal thing, and yeah, like I said, I didn't have anything else I was going to. It was just. I don't know.
Okay.
I just needed a change. And,
So from Battle of Hastings to, how long have you? When did you? I don't know. I assume there's probably an actual contract, but like when did you sign the actual contract with Kink? Was that January or something? Or?
That would have been, when was that cinema?
Fiending trip?
No, not cinema fiending trip. It was, we went up to Rochester.
Oh,
so
District
that was,
of Cinema.
No.
Okay. All right.
Just Corey and Nathan in Rochester, like, hang out. There was like a dealer appreciation or something, I believe.
Yeah, they were having like a warehouse, dealer thing or something like that. Yeah, Doyle was there, and yeah. So anyways, we went up there for that, me and Corey, just hang out for the weekend, and obviously me and Jay had already been talking before that, but it was good to kind of like see the way everything was run over there, and you know, seems like everyone gets along, and everyone, you know, seems like it's run pretty well. And Jay's awesome and stuff, and so just felt right. So by the end of that, I think it was Sunday, the day that we left. I ended up signing the contract.
So what month was that? Did I miss that part?
Was it November?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So why has it? I mean, it's still, as we're talking about it, obviously still hasn't been announced. So why is it? I feel like.
Well, initially, so whenever I talked to Ian, you know, I told him that I was going to be leaving and stuff, but they still had a bunch of stock of my frames and that kind of thing, and so we just decided that it would be best to like go to the end of the year.
Okay.
And so, so I'd signed the contract in end of November, but it was for beginning of January kind of thing, you know. So I had to like finish out the year with United.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the way it works. I even thought like kind of I got a glance at the new dig recently, and I was like kind of expecting some sort of, because obviously it was like touted as like, oh, this is the last trip with United. That was like kind of the rollout of the news of you leaving United, and then I was like excited. I was like interested because it was before
They mentioned that in the article.
No, it was nothing.
Oh,
It was
okay.
literally zero text whatsoever.
Was it just because I haven't seen it yet. Was there an article, or not an article, but an ad or something?
There's an article in the magazine, but it's like it has like an intro paragraph and it mentions you being off, but then there's no text body, there's no story, there's no talking about the trip whatsoever. It was literally like 10 pages, 12 pages of just photos afterwards.
Really?
The caption, yeah.
Huh.
And I was like, oh, okay, well,
That's pretty
they
crazy.
just left that one alone as much as possible.
You're not gonna touch this dumpster fire.
We're just gonna put that over here. That's
so
funny,
it just
yeah.
seemed like, it was like, so, I mean, hell. I mean, people don't want to talk about bad things in quotations, you know? Like, I'm sure they're not hyped about it, like,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess moving on from that part of it, obviously the second part is being on Kink, which I think is pretty damn huge. I mean, quintessential video part rider, quintessential video brand, you know, arguably Kink and United are pretty much on that same spectrum, you know, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Kink has always been one of the companies that I always thought was sick. I don't know. They're always doing stuff and always, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, in the road. Jameson's better than that.
Yeah, a little bit better than that. Dang. Oh,
Ooh, buddy.
dude, lady.
Lady.
Not quite ready for that one yet. You gotta put the leash on that. Yikes.
Back to Kink.
But yeah, I just always have liked what Kink
Yeah.
has done in the past and stuff like that. And so, yeah, it made sense to me.
I mean, obviously I guess I'm asking you to represent Kink on the business side of it, or on the as a company role. But I mean,
Right.
when you guys heard Nathan was off, you guys, or the rumor was, I guess, that he was off.
Yeah.
That you guys seemed to jump on it.
The ball got rolled pretty quick. Kink's been like trying to kind of evolve over the past few years, you know.
Let me double. I'm just gonna point this mic at us so I was like looking at it like, is that gonna work?
Might fit in between, yeah.
Yeah, it's rigged up.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Magic.
Yeah, over the past couple of years, I think Jay has tried to kind of evolve the team a bit, and it's hard out there.
Yeah.
Like it's hard for us to find guys that we're instantly just going to like want to throw in the band,
Yeah.
throw on the protein, like just you know, kind of get it going. And I think Nathan, you know, we're all friends with him already. You know how he operates, he's a professional. Just kind of all made sense.
Professional-ish.
Professional relationship. So yeah, I don't know. You know, Jay's been looking around for a couple years, right? You know,
It's hard to be that guy that steals people's brands too, because it's like you
No,
know,
we
like you
don't-
want
but
that
it-
bidding war
we didn't
status
really want to
like
do
that.
that. Yeah. Just kind of seemed like, oh shit, this is like right time, right place.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the right position at the same time. So yeah, we're stoked.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think there's going to be trips. I mean, there's nothing, not reinventing the wheel, but obviously I think it kind of reinvigorates
Right.
you guys to really get on the road. And
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume maybe full length.
Yeah,
I
we've
would
actually
Yeah.
we've been plugging away at full length for the past year or so, kind of just
Silently.
spotty trips. But yeah, obviously with the addition of Nathan, like that'll kind of breathe new life into the project.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing I thought was pretty cool. Like I want to start working on another project too, and so obviously they're working on a project, and so
Yeah.
that was another kind of big plus. I thought. Yeah.
And then signature product stuff, I assume, has been talked about at least. I'm sure it's a little ways off,
Yeah,
but
we,
maybe not, because you guys, I mean, it's been 3 months since you guys have been talking, so maybe not as far as.
yeah, we started working on a frame, and I don't know exactly. I mean, it's probably going to be a while,
Yeah.
but it's in the works at least, so
Cool.
should be coming out here
Um,
fairly soon.
Is there anything else? I mean,
I don't know. Your question, guy.
yeah, that is good. That is good. That's my job. That is a good
Question,
point there.
guy.
I mean, is it? I don't know. Obviously, has it been weird at points? Like you're like, oh, like you open up the drawer and you're like, all right, no more United shirts.
Totally,
Like,
yeah.
like-
I don't want it to come off sounding weird. Not
but
like
I mean, it's a huge transition.
Yeah, I mean, even like it sounds weird. I don't know, like wearing a kink shirt, like it does feel a little
Yeah,
strange at first, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And it's not a bad thing. It's just different, And
And I mean, no official trips have started off yet, but I mean, like it's obviously you've met everybody, you're cool with everybody.
yeah, and that was the other thing, like Darryl was saying. I've met and hung out with pretty much everyone on the team already, and so and I know Jay already, and so yeah, it just seemed like it would be the easiest transition,
What's
Just kind of
the
makes the most sense.
Can you say something? Oh, can you say something loud?
Hello.
Okay. All right.
What
Making
am
sure
I-
I still had audio because you were like going
yeah,
so
I'm like-
low. I was like, it wasn't
Sorry.
picking up. I got nervous. I was like,
Yeah.
what's the reaction been to for people seeing you with stickers on your bike and shit?
I haven't gotten a bad one yet.
Man, how much trip people out, man?
Yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot of people have seen it though, because
Right.
just as of yesterday, I put a kink sticker on.
Oh, okay.
Just because I don't know.
Right.
I didn't know.
you get people
but-
like if you go to, I guess it's probably weather's been shitty back home, but is that 9th Street, 6th Ave?
or 6th Ave. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that ride Nashville, but yeah, there's been a couple people
Like,
there.
looking at your gussets, like trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah,
Shane State Bridge.
I went to this park in Flagstaff on the way out here, and there were some kids riding there, and they were like, "Oh, you're riding for kink now." They're stoked, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. So what? I mean, you guys, as far as like an official announcement, it's going to be kind of just a social based thing.
Yeah, as soon as
And
I
then-
chop something up from this, it'll just
Yeah.
be here it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it'll probably be coming out in the next couple weeks.
Hey, we're gonna want to ASAP.
Yeah.
Probably within a week of us being on the strip.
Yeah.
Cool. And then maybe we can go on trips. Maybe I can go on a trip.
Yeah.
You guys
No, you're
just,
not allowed to keep trips anymore.
Oh. You haven't gone on a kink trip in a while, though, have
No, I haven't. Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Kind of been
Kansas City in April, dude.
Kansas City. That's the first trip.
Yeah.
Start off slow.
That's the.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You gotta feel this.
Yeah, we
guy
can't
out.
go to Bangladesh. Yet. Can't go to Bangladesh just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Let's go
I
to
might do the
Syria.
first trip, and everyone's like, "Fuck, dude."
What? This dude is so-
Guy can't wake up in the morning. See, it's like.
You called him a pro?
You bro.
Hey, I said I was professional-ish.